So, you're an artist and you want to start making some real money off of your work. Maybe even get a little famous. Let's discuss that. First of all, hi, my name's Sarah. This is my YouTube channel, Turner.artanddesign. I just started this channel out, so it would really help if you left a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Now let's get to the point of the video. You're probably here because you're a beginner artist that is trying to grow. You think that your work is worth a lot more than the attention it's getting, and you just don't know where to start. Well, I'm gonna help you out with that. So here's some things I wish I would have known before starting my career as a full-time artist. So I've been a self-employed artist for about a year now. I've always enjoyed making art and creating art, painting, all that kind of stuff, but I never thought about it as a full-time job until around this time last year when I really started to not like my normal 9-to-5, and I wanted to do something for myself that made me happy and made me feel like I was fulfilling my purpose. So I quit my job on a whim and I decided to start doing art full time. So my first resource and one of the most important tools as an artist is social media. I started on TikTok, and I know a lot of artists who started on Instagram, and I know a lot of artists that started on YouTube or Patreon or Webtoon. There's a million different places out there where you can get your start. So when I got famous on TikTok, it was a bit of a mixture of luck and determination. I began by uploading these videos that were gender-swapped drawings of famous Tim Burton characters. One of those videos managed to go a bit viral, and I started gaining a bigger following. But I wouldn't make any money and I wouldn't keep that following if I didn't post regularly. Lots of beginner artists will think, oh, if I just go viral this once, that will make my career. Everyone will follow me, I'll have the following, and then I can just post what I want and throw it out there at them, and people will be commissioning me right off the bat for everything. People will be wanting to buy my art like crazy. I have to upload consistent videos that fit into a niche, and that's part of the reason that I'm kind of falling out of TikTok and I don't like it as much anymore, because the niche that is viral for me right now, I just don't like it anymore. I have major burnout because of it. I get stressed out when I don't upload on time. My views are inconsistent. TikTok is honestly just one of those if button maybe ones where you really have to be dedicated to it. You have to know your niche. You have to know your audience. You have to constantly be pushing content out there in order to go viral and stay consistently viral and make enough money. That way you can earn up to $500, $800, even $1,000 a month if you are one of the lucky ones. But remember that it is possible. You just have to be a hard worker. Through TikTok, I also got a lot of commissions because I was doing pet videos. I was drawing pets and animals, and I made this entirely new trend that was duet this video if I drew your pet. And that worked for a good 3 months. That stayed pretty steady. I had income coming from TikTok, just a little bit off of those. And I also had a ton of messages on Instagram of people asking me to draw their pets because they found me through those videos. So I made several $100s off of a good handful of commissions. And I could easily make more if I decide to up my prices in the future and go back to that trend. Because sometimes you can fall away from your niche and then you can jump back on it and it'll flow again. But sometimes it can be hit or miss. Another really great way of making money off of TikTok is by doing live videos. They've just recently updated to where you can set live goals and you can have live subscriptions. I haven't really fully figured that out yet. I will do another video on this when I have figured that out completely. But from what I know, it's a much more reliable way to make money off of lives. And that's through people sending gifts, through people subscribing to you, wanting to see more of your content whenever you go live. So the second way I make money on social media is Instagram. And Instagram is not quite as good as TikTok for me personally. I feel like Instagram is more for artists that have their style figured out. Now, I may be wrong about that, and by all means, I'm not saying don't post your art on Instagram if you don't have a style. But from what I've seen, your Instagram account will see significantly more growth if you have a consistent style. It makes your page aesthetic. It makes your page nice to look at, pleasing to the eye. People want to tap on these videos on your reels because every single one of them looks the same. And they followed you because of that first style that they saw. Reels are huge right now. That's kind of all Instagram's pushing anymore, which is kind of sad. But it's also a great new opportunity because Instagram Reels, I feel like, are a lot more friendly for artists than TikTok is. TikTok is more humor and dance and stuff like that, when Instagram applies to everyone and everything. And there is a big community of artists on there who a lot of these Reels will go crazy viral for. Don't be afraid to follow trends. I use trending audios whenever I can. Use lots of hashtags in my caption. I make a lot of short videos because the shorter ones catch people's eye. Now, I do like posting longer videos on there, longer reels, to show my full process, and I also like posting a lot of pictures on my account as well that show my finished work. Those typically don't get as much views, but the reels that follow those trends will sometimes go really viral. I, as an artist, am not in the place that I need to be on Instagram to start making money from Instagram itself yet. You have to reach a certain amount of engagement with every video and a certain number of followers before you can start making money off of that. But what I use it for is to draw in commission. So sometimes when one of my TikToks goes viral, I'll post it as a reel as well, and I'll say my commissions are wide open. I make sure I say that in my bio, in my captions, in all of my posts and my stories. I post everywhere that my commissions are open, and to DM me or email me or call me, because I will get that set up for you. Now be wary when you're doing commissions. Be specific, because people will message you wanting all kinds of different things. And if you're just starting out, you're probably only prepared to do one or two different styles, whether that be digital commissions only, digital portraits only, paintings only, landscapes only. You can say, I have portrait commissions open. I have pet portrait commissions open. I have landscape commissions open. I have abstract commissions open. You need to be specific, because once you start giving people a bunch of detail, they start getting distracted and they lose interest. So you want to keep them on your toes. You want to be short and sweet and to the point. With all that being said, don't be afraid to show Instagram what you're all about. Use it as a place to spread your story and your growth and your passion. I hate niches, and I hate that I feel pressured to have a style. And I don't think any artist should have to worry about that. You don't need a specific style to get far in life. There are a million other things you can do as an artist to make money. You can make stickers. You can work for other artists. You can teach art classes. You can make speed paint videos. You can do whatever you feel like doing to make money. YouTube is the third social media on my list that's good for artists. Now, I'm just starting out on here, so I probably don't have a big following yet. I probably don't have a lot of engagement yet, or I'm even monetized yet. But I know if I have a regular posting schedule, if I make my captions inviting and eye-catching, and my thumbnails, if I talk about relevant stuff in the art community, that I'll eventually do good on here. All of these social media sites are a way of making passive income. You don't have to work for it. Once you post a monetized video on YouTube, it keeps making money. Every single time someone watches it, likes it, engages with it, that is money going into your pocket without you having to work. The same goes for TikTok. If you make a good video that continues to grow and grow and grow and grow over time, it's gonna keep raking in that money for you. So you don't have to remake it over and over again. But if you wanna make more money and continue making a living off of this, you have to keep doing it consistently, and you can't just fall out of it. Otherwise, your entire algorithm could be thrown off. And the next thing you know, you're broke again. Now, an active way that I make income is I teach art classes. I'm very lucky to have my own art studio where I can hold my classes. I teach kids and teenagers, and I do the occasional adult class. You can really teach them whatever you want, as long as you say, hey, I'm an artist and I'm gonna be teaching your kid skills as an artist. I'm gonna be teaching them how to mold their talent and how to make money off of this talent as they get older. And I only do that 2 days a week, and it's enough to cover rent. So it's pretty nice. Another way that I make active income is by working for another artist. Huh? What? You can do that? Yeah, you can. Surprising, I know. I work as an assistant. I work with an older abstract artist, so he makes a lot of tedious projects that involve a lot of building, sculpting, sewing, threading, a lot of different tasks that he just doesn't have the time or energy to do anymore. So he comes up with the concept of the art piece, lays down a base, hands me the tools, and I do the grunt work. And it's honestly not as bad as it sounds. And not only does that give me a normal paying job throughout the week, but it also gives me connections. Networking. Networking is so important as an artist. You need to meet people in the art community. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to speak to new people about their work, about your own work. Even if you have to risk some extra money to go to an event or to have your artwork displayed somewhere. But it really is essential to growth, because the moment that enough people see your work in person, they start telling everybody else about it. And their friends tell their friends about it, and their friends tell their friends about it. And that is how you get your name established in a community. And you keep rolling up that ladder, and one day your name is gonna be in a gallery in New York making $1 million off of a painting. You can also go with some smaller ways to make money. You can start a Patreon page where you post special artwork that only your subscribers can see. You can write comics. You can write and draw comics, and you can post them on a place like Webtoon and make money off of that, or you can post them on Instagram and grow a following. You could get into murals. You can make a website online and sell your artwork through that, or you can display your pieces in a gallery for sale as well. You can do craft fair events. You can set up a booth. There are so many different ways to make money off of being an artist. And a lot of young artists are really discouraged from following that passion, because some people think that the only way to make money as an artist is by physically selling your work. But that's not always the case. You have a talent, you have a drive, and you have a passion for creating something that not a lot of people have. You have a creative mind, a visionary mind that can see things that other people can't, and that can bring to life things that other people never thought possible. So don't put that aside because you're scared of failing as an artist and you don't think you're gonna make enough money. You will, and you can. You just have to take the first step, and you can't give up.